Hello and welcome to the stream, everyone. So let's get started. Right, so we're just gonna have a little casual stream. I think gonna be very straightforward, straight to the point. Get started. We're gonna go and do some. Well, we've only got domination to do, to be fair, with regards to the battle pass. So we'll probably just do that quickly now. With, I believe it's Kumak. So we should have enough, just about. So get that loaded, get that done, finished, happy days. We need to get some officer XP, which is our biggest downfall right now. But that's done, and that's the battle pass complete for us as well. So there we go. And yeah, we're going to go do some probe hunting. We're going to do some swarms. And basically the generic stuff that we pretty much always seem to do. But yeah, that's pretty much where we're at the moment. Okie dokie. There we go. Right, let's go then. So, and we started leveling up our enterprise as well. But I'm a bit wary of leveling it up any more than it is already, just because I need the ore, and it requires ore. And I believe we need an absolute butt ton of it to get on. I mean, I can do all of these weapons, and that obviously would just pay for that sort of thing to get done. So we can get it to tier 4 right now if we want to. And to be honest, I might do it. In fact, no, I won't might do it. Let's just do it. Screw it. All right, let's just make sure we got at least you. That one. Thanks very much. So let's get at least that one, and then display dominance. What's this? Increase power by station. Research station or defenses. Okay, so we can't do any of that. So forget that one. Ticket events. Is this anything? Combat or mining gas. We can definitely do the mining gas one. Mine gas, free star. We could do the free star or free G3 stuff. We could technically do that. Whether I will or not, I don't know, but we could technically do it. And then we got Armada Hunt again as well. Okay. I don't know. I might leave it. I'll leave it for now. Let's just swap over. No, not retrofit. Let's swap over. Let's get you first, Franklin Alpha, and then we'll go and do some bits and bobs with this. We'll start off with this, and then we'll crack on with the Vidar and do some probes, and then we should be good. So we've got 9 minutes there to get there. So in the meantime, let's see if we can swap this over. Like, what does that need? Let's see. I can get that as well now. So that takes 800. Also takes a hell of a lot of that. Holy crap. We do need to get this up to tier 7. Is it a priority though? I don't know. We do need to get it up to tier 7 at some point, I would say. Swap over for you anyway. We'll go mine some gas, because why not? Since we are in a system that has gas in it, we may as well mine it whilst we're here. So we go on to that. Let's click onto that ticket event. Hi R4, welcome to the stream. Let's go on to the ticket events. Let's go the mine. Yeah, I will click that one. There we go. Quarks test, what's that? anything in particular we need to do for that one? Spend material. See, we could probably do that, to be fair, because we can upgrade the ship with the G3 stuff. So that we could definitely do, which will get us, a few shards of Quark himself. Spend materials. We'll click join. Why the hell not? Again, it's just spend materials, so we might be able to get half decent rating in there. And yes, let's do that. So we'll swap you over to the Enterprise. And let's upgrade the Enterprise. There we go, and there we go. We need more gas now, which is a bit of a shame, but it is what it is. We'll spend a lot on that. Get this upgraded to tier 4. And we'll spend a lot on that as well. We've got loads saved up, so I wouldn't worry about it too much. And then we will do the warp engine because that is useful. Don't need to focus on that. And we just need to get more and more gas now. So we need 2,250 for pretty much all of them. So that's 6,600 plus another. So we need about, we're looking at about 8,000 gas, and then we need obviously a bit of ore as well. But with the ore side, we need the ore for the auger predominantly. So that's up to tier 4. So the auger we are using to get the next weapon. So that's 4,000, and then the next armor is also 4,000 to get then both of this then up to then tier 6. Because this one again we can just spend 750 lat to convert over, which is virtually nothing. So it doesn't really matter. And we'll do that in the future. It's just getting the ore needed for the obliterator and obviously the armor. I mean, we can do the obliterator now. Get that plus 4% weapon or attack, which will basically be the weapon. Or we can get the armor, which will bump us up to 2.8 million. And then this obviously is slightly less, but the details are in here. So damage per round's up by 5%. As you can see, it's 263, and then it goes up to 286. And then armor piercing, shield piercing, and accuracy goes all up. And then that's pretty much it. Whereas if you go to the armor stats, as you see, the armor goes from 101 to 115,000. And we get a bit of 10% health as well. 1 million, and doesn't really show you, but hey ho. So health, that's the bonuses we're getting from the crew. So yeah, they doesn't actually tell you what our health actually is, which is kind of useless, to be honest. I don't know why that's even a thing, but yeah, that's pretty useless if I must say so myself. But yeah, I wonder why there's not many people here. Have I done this out of weird time? Do people, I don't know, it is a Saturday if I'm not mistaken. Maybe people are out. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe it's just a weird time for people. I normally get more people on than this. But maybe it's just, like I say, maybe it's just a weird time that I've sort of selected here to do the stream. But we'll see. We'll crack on anyway. And hopefully more people join us later down the line, which would be increasingly nice. So we've got 4 minutes for that to get there. We'll do this, and then that should give us the Quarks mission. So that's 19 shards there. And then we should be, I don't know what rank we'll be potentially. But we'll have a little look into the Quarks mission stuff. And that's all 200 credits there. The Quarks test. Have a little look. So we're currently 9th. Yeah, offer it is. Yeah, it is. It is how it is. People are either available or they're not available. So I'm not too fussed. If people are available, then they obviously have busy lives, and I do not want to interfere with their potentially busy life. And I do apologize. I was just opening a can then, and so yeah, I don't want to interfere with their busy lives. So that's certainly something I don't want to do. So currently 9th. We need to get in the top 5 to get this. It's only a blue. It's only a Quark epic display thingamajiggy. But yeah, so not something that we're something we're after, but it's, yeah. Cheers to you two, all four. So yeah, it's not really something we're after, but it, helps us get onto this list, whatever the hell this one is as well. Same sort of thing. And that gets us 15 because of where our ranking is at the moment. I mean, we can increase that because we can obviously do the Augur shard as well, which is, like I say, that's 4,000. It's a good 4,000. So we just do it. Yeah, just do it. Go on. There's a weapon. Bosh. Let's increase that. Let's see where we're at. I mean, I'm not gonna say we're gonna guarantee as a winner because we're probably definitely not guaranteed to win anything, but we should be able to get up the rankings fairly decent with regards to this mission. So we're fair in that and fair in that on now. So that gets, like I say, we're in the top 5 now to get the display thing. I mean, we still got basically just under 2 days to go. And then that gets us 77 shards if we manage to obviously stay in this slot. Whether we do or not, we probably won't, but we might be able to hold on to maybe the top 5 or something like that. But who knows? Well, at least we're in there now. We get 77 shards, which I believe would actually unlock them for us as well, which is, pretty nice because I think we just got 19 from this. So I think that would actually unlock if we stay in them sort of positions, but have to wait and see. Do we have anything special in here? Not really. If anyone hasn't got them already, obviously pick up your ships. I've never used the sarcophagus. Sorry. I've never used it personally, but I do have it, but I've never used it. Vidar, yeah, definitely you need to pick up if you haven't already got it. Franklin, definitely pick up if you haven't. And Discovery is exactly the same. Make sure you pick them 3 ships up. They are all good ships. And then just start grinding this out as and when you can. They're all decent stuff. Spore drives to upgrade your Discovery. Obviously, the nanoprobes to upgrade your Vidar. And your modulators to upgrade your Franklin. Devore parts, self-explanatory. And then ship XP and stuff is all pretty nice as well. You normally seem to get... You do most of the time get decent rewards from there, to be fair. I think we've got we got this to pull. We're doing 1 out of the crystal, doing 2 gas, and we're doing 2 ore. 35, pretty decent. We have been getting pretty decent pulls in this overall, I would say, more than normal. So I don't know if they've changed anything over the last couple of weeks, but it definitely seems to be more than normal. Let's pull all of these as well, because this is all going to come in handy. Got 7 million tokens there as well, million of each there as well. So we've got absolutely butt tons of tokens in reserves. I mean, I'm not entirely sure what my reserves look like right now, but I know it's a lot of tokens, that is. So that's not that one. Resource R's. So what we sitting on? So token wise, for someone of my level, 36, 37 ops level, we're currently sat on about, obviously, just a million ones. We're sat on 13 billion par steel. And then we're sat on just under 3 billion trit, with 187 million dill in reserve as well. Dill is running low, to be fair. We have been using a lot of dill lately for research and stuff like that, so that is actually running quite low. And I've used a lot of lat over the last couple of days as well. I did have about 56,000, so I've used about 20,000, but it's all free. Like I say, all the lat is completely free. I don't actually spend anything on the game to get lat, so that's completely free. So I can spend pretty much as I like on the game in terms of lat, because I'll just save up again and get it again in the future. So let's do our swarms as we're here now. But yeah, other than that, what's everyone else been doing? Has everyone else been safe? Has everyone else had a good day? Have you been in work? Have you not been in work? What have you been doing today? Let me know. Let's have a little, conversation, so to say. What's going on in your life right now? Obviously, heart goes out to anyone who knows anybody or his family or friends that are Ukrainian right now. Obviously, what's happening over there is absolutely dreadful. So yeah, heart goes out to anyone that knows anyone or has family or friends over there, and hopefully, they can come out safe on the other side. But yeah, what do you need to go to Ops 39? Don't know. Let's have a look. So to go to Ops 38, we need to get the shipyard upgraded. So that's something that we can do next. We just need to save up the crystal again, so we can do shipyard and then go to Ops 38, and then I presume to get to 39, which is the general consensus. Normally, what you have to do is to get to 39. I'll probably then need to upgrade the academy. Just chilling, watching your stream whilst grinding my reds for the event. Yeah, as always, grind. This game just is a never-ending grind of hostiles, and it's a bit ridiculous, but yeah, it's a never-ending grind of hostiles. Normally, to get to 39, so we'll probably have to do the academy, because you pretty much always have to do the academy. R&D building is something I'd probably have to do as well. Shipyard would probably have to do. Anything else around them free, I'm not entirely sure, if I'm honest. So yeah, we got to do ops and academy. To do academy, we got to do the ops, and then that one's got to do shipyards. We already spoke about that one. But yeah, so I'm not entirely sure if you only need to do them free again, and then you can do ops 39. But yeah, that's where I'm currently at the moment. I'm not really in a rush to get to Ops 39 or even level Ops 38. We have got a platform getting built outside to level 37. We still got one down at level 35, so that definitely needs to come up at some point as well. But we got one going to 37, which is our main. It's our main ops for our first ship, which is our first ship's normally one of our. It's normally the auger or some one of our fighting vessels of some form, because we do a lot of armadas, a lot of hostile grinding and stuff like that with mainly armadas with whatever the first ship is, or PvP style of stuff, and then our second ship is our hostile grinding crew and whatever we need to use for our grinds throughout the day. And then we have normally a spare ship which pretty much just takes up whatever it wants to take up. I know it's not the right crew because I had this crewed out for the Discovery, and I've just swapped it over. In fact, I'll probably swap it back, to be fair, because the Discovery does come in handy every now and again just to be able to jump places. So we normally have that as a random ship, and then the last ship on our list is always a miner of some form. I don't normally send more than one miner out at a time. No real reason behind it, but I just normally don't send more than one at a time. I will maybe later down the line, but at the moment, no real need to send more than one at a time. I have found out that my server is going to be merging as well very short. I don't know when exactly, but I presume shortly, otherwise they wouldn't have announced it. So yeah, we're going to be merging with server 160. So I believe I'm server 156. And we are going to be merging with 160 at some point in the near future, I would imagine. There's nothing that's come out as of yet about it, but I imagine it's not going to happen until after the current arc. And the current arc obviously ends in 1 day and 20 hours. So I imagine it'll be after then. When it does happen, as and when it does happen, I will be doing content on it to show you the events, to show you the major events that take place for the server against server style of gameplay. I guess that's what it would sort of be. So yeah, like I say, we will be doing as much content as possible around that period, just to try and show people what a server merge is like, because we've had a few in the past server merges, but not a lot of people have been able to record it and show it off and show the events and stuff like that. And obviously there's a lot of people out there that haven't even had server merges before. So I think it'll be good for the community to see, if you do get a server merge, this is what's entailed, this is what the event comprises of. this is what you need to do, you know, if something like that was to happen. So yeah, I think it'll be interesting. I hope it is going to be interesting for, you know, myself and everyone else that's obviously going to watch the videos, because it might be useful later down the line for you. Also, my normal setup is normally on Doc A, my Vidar, or Sally for dailies, Hostile Ground, and Borg. Doc B is my Augur or Franklin. A and Doc C, D, E is always miners. Yeah, I mean, I am sort of, well, mine's very similar to that. I mean, it's slightly different layout, but it's very similar. Obviously, you go for your daily Hostile Ground and your Borgs and this, that, and the other, and then your Augurs or Franklin on the other dock. So again, mine's very similar. And then CDE will eventually be miners, but at the moment, like I say, I don't send more than one out at a time. So it's kind of, this second ship is, I mean, I do use it as a miner sometimes to go and mine, like, what's it called? Can't remember what it's called. Where is it? This stuff. Isogen, that's the word. So I do take it out to mine isogen and stuff. Why is my, Jesus. He's incredible. Oh, it's because I've got the wrong crew on the ship, haven't I? Yeah. I was going to say, why is it so low and I've only hit a few? I've sent the wrong bloody crew out. No, the isogen, I mean, I don't really mind mycelium, if I'm honest. Not really ever minded since I started. I don't jump often enough to run out of it, so I've never really minded. I will jump back from this though. I hope we don't merge soon on EU 166. Nodes are already so full. I always mess the crew up. Yeah, Picard, I always mess the crew up as well. Always seem to send it out with Chen on instead of Talan. But I think we've actually managed to do it though, even with Chen on. Yeah, it looks like we managed to do it even with Chen on, so that's a bonus. But yeah, I hope you don't get a server merge. The only time you get a server merge, I believe, is if one server is starting to run low on personnel, or there's obviously a couple of servers that are running low on personnel. Because people obviously join the game, they obviously get involved in a certain server, whatever the server that is, and then obviously they decide, maybe a couple of months down the line or even up to a year down the line and go, I don't really want to play the game anymore, so they become inactive and they don't play the game anymore, and that actually is what causes them to then merge the servers, because what they do is they get rid of all the inactive players. And then they join all the active players together to hopefully bring more life into the server. If I'm honest, I wouldn't say we need more life in my server either, but clearly the stats show otherwise. I would say my server was pretty full of life all the time. The nodes are always seem to be full. Everyone seems to sort of be, active as such. Because I normally, when I mine, or at the moment, I'm mining it up here in this node, and this seems to always be full. I mean, it might prove me wrong now, but yeah, I mean, there's a few free nodes up here, but it seems to be always pretty full all the time. The reason I mine up here is because it takes quite a long range ship to get up here, so it keeps you out of the way of the main, the little nodes which are all down in the core as such. But yeah, I mine up there, and obviously eventually later down the line we'll obviously have to go further afield again and probably try and have to mine up here maybe, or maybe even further afield to that, try and get somewhere, deep spaces, mine over here potentially as well. But yeah, so there's that's the only reason they do it. I mean, there's still so many planets I've not even unlocked. We've got a Borg world there, 35. I mean, you know what? I should try and unlock that. I might go and try and unlock that, actually. See if we can go and hit some 35s and see how long that takes us to kill us. So, let's go and see what that entails. It's a bit weird that it's in Romulan space, like, but hey ho. Because I've just been I normally go to this one down here, the Borg world here, to get the pros. But let's go. We'll try and go and hit some 35s and see what it's like. Romy is a nice system to mine G3 gas if you can reach warp 40. Yeah, I've seen that. So you get G3 up here. The gas nodes are on this, in obviously Romy. Yeah, it's pretty decent nodes. I can actually hit these if I wanted to, but at the moment don't need to, just because my base is in a system that has gas, because we're in territory. So we've got gas at the moment within territory, so I don't actually need to. Don't need to do anything like that. The only one that I need to do at the moment is ore. And I could obviously hit the ore node, which... Ooh, I was going to say, where the hell's the rest of the territory? I can hit the ore node, which I believe is in here somewhere. I'm pretty sure there's an ore node in Federation space somewhere. I'm not entirely sure where it is, but I'm pretty sure there's one somewhere. It's whether I've unlocked it or not, whether I can see it. I'm sure there was. I can't exactly remember where it was, but I'm pretty sure there was an ore node somewhere. It might not be here. It might be in Klingon space, maybe. I don't know. It's somewhere. Someone in one of these bloody spaces that I can't friggin' remember. But no ore and Fed. I've definitely seen ore outside of, I don't know, maybe it was something like that I was thinking by mistake. I don't know. But yeah, so I just mine up there anyway. So it just makes life easier for me. Keeps me out the way, keeps, hopefully I can get ore, and it my mine is pretty quick. And mine's at like 28,000 at the moment. Obviously it's not the best, but it's not the worst. So it's pretty decent. Gets me a full node within maybe an hour and 10 minutes or so. Yeah, just said jamming, no ore and fetch space. I must have mistaken it for maybe this one itself or something, because I've seen the gas on it as well. Maybe I'm mistaken it for that one. I don't know. But yeah, the Romulan space seems to get random stuff all over it. It's a bit weird, really, how it works. It's incredibly weird. Let's stop that, and then what we're going to do is we're just going to jump it back because it's taken forever. The thing with the jumping as well, I think it should be done on... I don't know if it is done on this. I don't think it is. I think it's just a case of it's just a certain amount of cost per ship. I don't think it's done on how far away the ship is. But in theory, it would make sense the further away a ship, the more it costs, or the closer it is, the less it costs. I don't know why they don't change it to that system where obviously it would, the cost of jumping the ship is dependent on how far away the ship is, rather than rather than the type of ship it is, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure. We need to swap out for Talan anyway now. And we need to put the bottom crew in as well. Okie dokie. Right, what do we need to fill up? So we want health. We want one more health, so we'll go with Livis. That's fine. Okay, we want 2 more health, but sure. 315. Okay, and we want 1 defense, which Bones is... Does he have? Yeah, he does. And he has a bit of health. We'll go with defense. Get rid of Bones a second. Is he a good... no, he's not really. We'll go Spock. All right, that gets us over. And then attack. Kang. There we go. Right, 315 on all of them. That's pretty decent. That'll do us. Happy days. It's pretty even across the board then. Geronimo. GV good. I don't know what that means, but yeah, cool. I'll go with it. Thank you very much. Just don't like the switching nodes. Always get the wrong switch for my crew and need. Yeah, I get that quite a lot as well. Just because obviously it does. Yeah, it switches between the 2 different types, doesn't it? You see, and I do get that quite a lot. It is kind of annoying, if I'm honest. Oh, you need these sort of random. What the hell are they? Arena warp core cells. Oh. Are they? What the hell are these then? Oh no, they are actually. What the hell's the arena warp cell? I've never ever been in this system. Did we have Does anyone know if there's any higher than 33 on the Borgs? And if there is, where the hell are they? It was a special tournament system. Well, it's a tournament system that I was never invited to. Well, which is nice of them, I guess. Obviously, never even got the nodes before, or the tokens before. So yeah, hey ho, never mind. We're not exactly missing out on anything. Yeah, does anyone know if there's anything more than a 33s on the Borgs? No, forget it then. Well, we'll go to this one then. If this is the highest, we may as well just go to this one then. Saves traveling all the way into Romulan space for no reason. Not that it really matters, because not like they're going to be hostile towards me anyway, but you know, you never know. Where are we with the faction stuff? We are trying to push a little bit, not so much, not too quickly, because we are trying to stay slightly, very, very slightly below the threshold with Romulans. So as you can see, we're at 894,000 away from being celebrated. We are going to try and stay slightly below the threshold. So once we get near the celebrated, I think I might pull it down again and then just try and keep building up my credits, because I've only just managed to get this up again over the last 2 weeks, because we used all of it to get our cloaking shards for the auger. Obviously you can't see them now because they're all gone, but we managed to get the auger cloaking shards, so we can actually cloak the auger. We used all our credits up for that. So over the last 2 weeks, we've been trying to build this up as much as we can, which has been a bit of a nightmare, if I'm honest. We all managed to get to level 5 on this as well. We've got 4,200 to go. The only good thing about this now is we get the shard for Grush, as you can see there. And we also get the 1.5 times the dailies as well, which is also quite nice. I don't know if we got it now. We got no dailies to do right now. We could finish the dailies. We could do maybe. Well, we could just do the help request stuff as and when they come through, and then that should finish the daily grind for us, which is good. I'm not going to be hitting any hostiles today. I mean, I could, but I'm not going to be hitting any hostiles because I don't want to, like I say, I don't want to increase that experience too fast. I want to try and keep it sort of borderline, just because I don't want to go over too early. Because when you go over to Celebrated, I've got to start mining G4 stuff, and I really don't want to have to travel up to the G4 sort of systems. If I'm honest, I have literally no idea where the G4 systems are, like sort of deep space stuff. But my miners can't get there as of yet, so it's kind of pointless for me to try and do that. Because as I say, my miner, if I go to my best miner at the moment is the Valkys. It's only tier 6 though, and its warp range I believe is only 50. So yeah, warp range is only 50. So we need to get that up more. We need to obviously upgrade the Valkys to obviously tier 7, which will be able to obviously increase our warp range as well. So yeah, that's something that we're trying to work towards. But it's just a never-ending grind to save the amount of resource that we need to upgrade the ships. The next ship that we are going to upgrade is going to be, well, we need to save up now to get our next one of these. So we need another 3,500 or to get the armor on this. And then again, we need to save the crystal up to get this one. And then I think the next ship we're going to upgrade will probably be the Valkys. The only problem with the Valkys, I believe it needs about 3,000 crystal. So 3,400 crystal we need to get the Valkys up to tier 7. And we need another 1,600 gas as well, because we ran out of gas because we were just upgrading the Enterprise. The Enterprise, we only got to tier 4. And we need to send this ship off now to go and get leveled up to level 20. As that's, you know, something that we need to do now. So yeah, it's a bit of a grind, not going to lie. Especially when you don't spend anything on the game. It's a bit of a grind. I'm not going to tell you what it is, but we've got some, hopefully in the future, some very, very cool and interesting stuff going to be happening with the channel. and supporting the channel and stuff like that. Like I say, I can't really discuss much about it at the moment, but I'm sort of giving everyone a heads up. It's going to be happening, and it's a way to support the channel, and it's a way that, you know, hopefully you can, you know, enjoy it and you know, spend more time on the game because of it, maybe. Who knows? But yeah, I thought I'd give you a heads up on a upcoming thing that's going to happen with the channel that I hope everyone will take part in and enjoy. But yeah, that is enough on that for now until I get more information about when I can actually talk about it. So yeah, you need lots of gas to get to 39. Yeah, exactly. A lot of gas needed. It's just a case of waiting. I mean, I'm not too bothered in the sense that I don't mind waiting, you know, because eventually it will build up and we'll get the gas and we'll be okay and this and the other. You know, it just takes time. Yep. Would decide. Yeah, would decide for one epic and stop upgrading the others. You need your mat specials. If you are free to play to upgrade ops and research. Yeah, I agree. We've stopped. Well, like I say, we've stopped the tier 4 with the Enterprise, and we've focused on the Augur predominantly because I want to go Romulan predominantly with the game because I think their ships are, in my opinion, pretty damn cool. Obviously, I know we've got the later ships as well, which I know we can't see because it's fucking stupid. I don't get why they have this stupid fucking wall that way you can't see the later level like 50 plus ship or level 40 plus ships. In fact, like, it's fucking retarded. I don't know why they have this stupid fucking firewall thing that you can't see them. It just show all the goddamn ships in the game. Literally, how old is this now? Jesus Christ. So I would love to show you, but I can't fucking show you what I'm on about. But obviously, you've got all the level 40 ships. You've got all the level 50 plus ships as well now in the game, which I can't fucking show you. Can't even show you in the faction tree anymore because they decided to change the faction tree where you can't now see the ships until you get to the certain levels. So yeah, pretty fucking retarded in my opinion. Sorry about the language, but yeah, pretty retarded. Absolutely hate what they've done there. Just let us see whatever ships in the game. Don't really understand it, but obviously you can go all the way to level 60 now with all the factions. You can obviously get the Galaxy and stuff like that. You know, I don't know the other two names for the other ships, for the Romulan or the Klingon vessels, but I know the Federation obviously can get the Galaxy class now as well at level 60. But that's so far in the future for me. It's you know, I can't even. It's unbelievable as such. I don't even think I'll ever reach that level at this rate. Or feels that way anyway. Romulan are nice, but actually they are easy to kill in PvP because of Yuki and Unag plus Trinity. I decided to go for Klingons in G4 after my Augur has a hard stand. Actually, yeah, I guess so. I mean, I don't. At the end of the day, it doesn't really matter what faction you go overall, because fundamentally it boils down to all the ships are pretty good. Obviously, they can all take out each other in some degree, depending on your levels and stuff like that. And all the ships are good, and eventually, obviously, you want to get up. Well, I certainly do. I would like to try and get all the ships in the game, even if it means I don't have to, you know, even if it means I don't upgrade them. I'd certainly still like to unlock them. I mean, that's what I did with the D4. I'm never going to use it, if I'm honest. I'm never going to use it, but I still unlocked it because it's a pretty cool looking ship. It's quite basic, but it's pretty cool looking ship. But, you know, because I've gone with the Augur and the Enterprise, I'm never going to use this ship. But again, it's something, you know, in the game that I, you know, want to see. I'd like to own it. I want to own every ship in the game if possible. But obviously, the higher level ships is just never going to be possible because they are just, you know, so far away, so far for me. But yeah, I love my Vador. I love my Valdor. Doesn't care about Yuki. Yeah, I've seen a lot of videos, a lot of pictures, and
battle pass sort of, battle pass. I don't mean battle pass. I mean, this battle reports and stuff like that. With regards to all the level 40 plus ships and even some of the level 50 plus ships now in the game. And it's like I say, all the ships all the way up to level 60. It doesn't matter what faction you go. They're all pretty damn good. And, it is what it is. You go with whatever faction you find the most interesting. I think that's the best way to do it. And that's certainly what I'm doing. Didn't get the alert about you streaming, but I'm here now. Welcome to the stream, Borg. Better late than never, I always say. I'm probably not going to be on. I'm probably only going to be on for another 20 minutes. But by then, because 20 minutes is just over an hour of streaming. So yeah, probably only going to be on for another 20 minutes or so. But yes, because as everyone's aware, I only stream for about an hour at a time because the game really doesn't have much involvement, if I'm honest. It doesn't really have you can't really do a huge amount in the game. So I find streaming more than an hour at a time is quite a lot. Unless I was doing maybe a lot of more PvP style stuff. If we can find someone on the server, we can just try and test stuff and that. The problem that I find is obviously because I don't have the most powerful ships on my server and stuff like that. It's very hard for me to do PvP with people. I'm certainly finding people that are, lower levels and whatever else than me, trying to attack each other and this and the other. It's quite hard. So I generally don't bother. I generally just do PvE and don't stream for more than an hour. But yeah, it is what it is. Marek and Krell are hard to get, but everyone seems to have a max Yuki and a max Yanog. I don't even know how I say it. Yanog. We'll go with that. I'm putting big holes into my hull. Yeah, Valdor is a beast, and as Explorer, really nice for free to play because of Parabellum and Brawl. Yeah, the Valdor seems to be a pretty cool ship, to be fair. I would like to get the Valdor. Does seem to be a pretty cool ship to get. I know I can get that from level 40, whatever it is. I think it's 40 something. So yeah, I mean, something that I would definitely like to get in the future. I want to start, getting G4s and stuff like that. G4, everything, basically. This arc was very disappointing. I hope we don't have a part 2 and 3 of it. Let's just move on to the next fresh arc, Deep Space Nine. This arc was, what's the words we're looking for? This arc was a bit mishmash, if I'm honest. It was a bit all over the place. Didn't really know what it wanted to do, in my opinion. Sort of, the rewards it gave you was very pitiful for the amount of time you were spending in the game. I can't remember what event it was. The other day, I think it was about 2 or 3 days ago now. I can't remember the event exactly, but you had to spend 2 hours, it was about 2 hours of gameplay in the game, hitting different hostiles and stuff. And the reward was a frame. I think it was the 1 to 6 event that happened maybe at the start of the week or maybe the end of last week. I don't really know when it was taking place. But it was the 1 to 6 event where you had to work out, the encrypted codes and stuff like that. I didn't do it. I didn't have the time to do it. So I just didn't bother. But yeah, the last 3 missions, I believe, in it, so 4, 5, and 6, was hitting. You had to go and hit Eclipse. Then you had to go and hit Borgs. And then you had to go and hit Swarms, I believe. I don't know if it was in that order, but it was certainly something very similar to that. And on average, it took most people, I think, about anywhere from maybe 1.5 to 2.5 hours. So just roughly average it out, say 2 hours worth of hitting these different hostiles to get enough points, obviously. And then, so you're spending 2 hours on a game non-stop because you have to obviously pay attention to what hostiles you're hitting and stuff. So yeah, you spend all that time in the game and they give you a frame. Yeah, well done. There's a frame. There's Quark's special frame. You know what I mean? I think it was this one, wasn't it? So let's go to the frame a second. Is that the frame? No. So the frame, I believe, was it this one? Quark's frame. Yeah. So it was this frame. You got that one given to you at the end of it for 2 hours worth of gameplay. In my opinion, is pretty damn crap. Yeah. The problem with this game right now is it's trying to get you to spend more and more time on the game without actually giving you the rewards for spending that time on the game. So everything it's doing right now, even like some of the events, you're not getting anywhere near the amount of rewards you used to get, which is why it's sort of very disappointing in my opinion. PvP is all about research and officers. My Admiral Wah Ops 35 for a long time and was killing off 40 players with my 3.5 million auger because most were lacking research and had bad officers. I agree. I do agree. For most of it is in the research and officers. Predominantly the officers, I would say they have a very, very big sway. And that's another thing that obviously I struggle with personally because, again, being free to play in the game, I don't really get the latest and greatest officers straight away. And leveling up officers comes very slowly to me personally on the channel, which is a bit of a shame because I would like to show you all the latest and greatest stuff all the time. But being able, I can't really afford to spend half amount this type of money on a game, like £90 a pack, for the big packs and stuff like that. I just can't afford to spend that type of money on a game. So I mean that could unlock obviously first, and then obviously you got Arok as well, which again it would unlock him and probably maybe tear him up one more level or something. I would love to show you these characters, I really would, but I can't just justify spending £90 on a pack there and then 90 on the pack there and this, that, and the other. For me, it's just far too expensive. They need to lower the prices if anything. And like I say, hopefully this new thing that's coming up for me in the future might be able to help you out with that as well. But again, I can't really talk about it right now. So you'll hear about it most likely, hopefully in the next couple of weeks. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. For me, the rewards were really good. Got 1.5 billion dill. That's very good. 1.5. I've lost about 100 million in the last couple of weeks just because of the amount of research I've been doing. If I'm honest, I've literally lost about 100 million dill in the last couple of weeks because the research is obviously just ramping up for me now and just getting obviously more and more difficult in terms of because of going to the higher levels. So it's getting more and more expensive, should I say, not difficult but expensive. The only good thing, or the one way getting obviously dill would be, where the hell are you? Where the hell's the mission to do? Hitting the hostiles, and then you get the deal for it. It's like the ops mission stuff. Is it that one? That one? No. Second chance. I haven't even done any of the missions yet for this arc. Not done any of the missions so far for this arc. Yeah, I just haven't really got the time to spend on the game right now to be able to do all that. There it is. There we go. Hit 5 hostiles at level 42 and above, and I can get 4 million dill and obviously a bunch of other crap. Our alliance has some spenders, but most are free to play, and we managed to become top scorer in most events because we have a really good event officer who does a lot of planning for us and a lot of activity. That helps a lot with the rewards. Yeah, I agree. If you have a very active guild leadership, it definitely does help. I have an incredibly active guild leadership. They are some great people in my alliance. Some absolutely great people. Constantly keeping on top of things. Constantly trying to maximize everything for the alliance, for every single person in the alliance. So yeah, I can't thank them enough for not kicking me out, for being not as active as I probably should be. So yeah, I'm thankful that they haven't kicked me out yet. So hopefully I can still go on in the future being in them. But yeah, it's just one of them where it's, if you have a very active alliance and very active leadership, then yeah, you probably will do quite well with regards to the events and stuff like that. But if you don't, then I would maybe suggest look for a new alliance. The only thing that I would suggest with this game, you got to kind of be selfish. Try and it's all well and good sticking with your friends, and I do say that, maybe do that from the start. Stick with your friends, go where your friends are, stuff like that. But eventually you need to be selfish a little bit and, you know, maybe leave the alliance that you were in just so that you can obviously get a better alliance, so that you can start obviously progressing you and your account even further, you know, than before. That something like that will definitely benefit you as an individual, but maybe not so much benefit the actual alliance itself. But like I say, it's something that, you know, you can definitely, you know, look into doing. I would recommend doing it if I'm honest, because, you know, it's something that, you know, in the long run will definitely help. Another thing that will help me personally, if you don't mind, everyone that's watching or everyone that watches in the future, if you hit that like button, which is completely free for you to do, hit that like button for the stream. It just allows YouTube and the algorithm to know that people like what they're seeing. They like this type of content. They like my channel as a whole, and hopefully draws more people into the obviously into my channel, and we can grow our community even bigger, so we can have even more, you know, interactive streams in the future. So that's all I ask for. I just ask for that one like, which is completely free to do. Hit that like button on the stream, and any video in the future that you watch, like I say, hit the like button. If you like the video, that is. And with the videos, if you hit the like button, please obviously like it. If you don't like it, then endeavor to let me know why you don't like it, and potentially ways of me improving the content so that, you know, I'm not repeating the same mistakes as before. But yeah, so that's the only thing that I would request or ask from everyone as an audience, is just make sure to hit the like button at every opportunity you can, if you like the content, just because it helps me out massively, more than you probably think. It really, really does help me and the channel grow even bigger and better than before. Been off the game more this arc than I've ever had since I started playing, just literally doing the battle pass and maybe one event and the daily, then log off for the rest of the day. Gave you a like, so as soon as I come on, but that I am super fan of. You are, Borg, to be fair, you are the mega geek girl fan, as they say, the mega Star Wars, bloody hell, nearly fucked up there, didn't I? The mega Star Trek geek fan that you see in films and stuff like that. So yeah, you are pretty good, Borg. I'm much appreciated, though. Thank you very much. Thank you to everyone else that's just hit the like button for me as well. We just shot up there. So yeah, thank you to everyone hitting the like button there. But yeah, so I have found myself doing a very similar thing, Borg. I have finished this now, the milestones, with 2 days to go. I did miss one day though. I missed one day completely, and I forgot to do the end or the last one on, I think it was the mining event the 2 days ago. I forgot to do the last reward. I did mine it, but I forgot to cash it in because my miner was obviously not still on the node mining it. So I forgot to cash it in and get the extra 6,000. So I probably would have completed it by now if I had done them too, but I didn't. So, but it gives you a bit of leeway, obviously, within the battle pass itself. So I've got 2 days and I still managed to do it. So it's quite quick. But yeah, I found myself logging in, doing the battle pass, getting that done as much as I can do. Hopefully getting it complete, which is obviously the ideal goal. And then I'd refresh this, and then go back to doing something else. But yeah, I did find myself just doing my dailies as much as I can over the last couple of weeks. So trying to get this complete, as best as I can. Trying to just log in and get all my, rewards and claim all my boxes and stuff like that. So once we let's claim these while we're here. Okay. So yeah, we're starting to obviously stack up the tokens once again, which means I can obviously pull the 14 chests and get a bit more stuff, which is always nice. And then we get 2 tokens that go towards the 30-day loyalty packs and stuff like that. So yeah, I found myself just doing that, really, just logging in, doing all my chest stuff, doing my dailies to try and grind it out as much as I can. And then yeah, I don't really spend much longer on the game. The one thing that I do try and do every single day though, without fail, just because I don't want to fall behind too much on it, is I have been trying to log in every single day just to at least do the syndicate. I have missed 1 or 2 days, I think, over the last since it started, but I think it's only maybe 1 or 2 days. And obviously, this is as far as I've got so far with it. I do want to try and get more of this because Obviously, the more the higher levels you are, the more you unlock, which is obviously going to benefit the account even more. So yeah, that's all going to be beneficial in the long run. But yeah, I think that's the biggest problem with this arc. It's been, like I say, it's been a bit of a mixed arc, if I'm honest. It's not been overly enjoyable. The events that have been taking part in the arc have not been hugely enjoyable either. They've been I would say they've been a bit of a grind, if I'm honest. I'm not going to lie, they've been a bit of a grind. And it's something that I've definitely not wanted to do. Not with regards to the channel. I don't really like spending multiple hours on a certain game. I mean, in comparison, I play Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes as well. I have done a few videos on that on the channel somewhere in the ether. So I have done a few videos there, so you can go check them out if you want to. But yeah, I play Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes as well. And I think I spend maybe half an hour of a night time on the game, which pretty much gets me all of my dailies done within 30 minutes, as well as a few other bits and bobs. And then I spend maybe another 20 minutes, but that's over two different periods of the day. So I normally spend maybe another 20 minutes throughout the day, maybe another half an hour throughout the day, which is split up into 3 10-minute periods. So overall, I probably spend about an hour on that game a day, with a half an hour stint and then 3 10-minute stints throughout the rest of the day. Whereas in this game, yeah, I mean, to get your dailies done straight away, I mean, I know you're technically not watching the miner, but the miner itself, if you don't have one that can mine relatively quickly, I mean, the mining itself takes you an hour without fail. It takes me an hour anyway to get the amount that I need to do the dailies. Slightly less than an hour, but just say, for argument's sake, it takes me an hour. So it takes me an hour for that. And then if I was to actually go and do the hostile grind, which I never do anymore because I just hate doing it, it would actually take me, a lot longer. So to do these hostile stuff, to hit 25, would probably take me another maybe, up to half an hour, including the travel time to get to the system and home from the system. And then obviously I've got to do swarms every day as well. When swarms takes me you watch me do swarms takes about 20 minutes. Not including that's not including the travel time. So including the travel time to get out of the system takes me 10 minutes to get to the system, plus 20 minutes of grinding the swarms out itself. And then obviously you get back by blowing the ship up. So there's another half an hour to just do the swarms on its own. And then, like I say, if I was to do the hostile, there's another half an hour. So there's another hour gone in the game. Then it doesn't include, obviously the mining's getting done in the background. So, that's getting done hopefully within that same hour. And then I've got to log on and get the 4-hour passes. I've got to then try and stay on to do the alliance contributions because they're just random as hell. You know what I mean? So they're dead hard to get. Or they're not dead hard, but you're hoping that your alliance obviously helps you out with that one as much as possible. Other than that, I don't really bother with any of this stuff here. Don't really do any of them, if I'm honest. So depending on how you run the game and then that's just your dailies. So that's an hour just to do dailies. Okay. And then that doesn't include potentially what type of events you've got within this. I mean, just to do the Armada ones, which I can't run right now because I don't have any rares or epics to be able to run them. So it's kind of pointless. Obviously, I could go join people's, but no one's running anything at the moment. But so then you got this, which, I mean, it takes, 15 minutes per Armada to count down. And then to get probably this top amount, you're probably looking at anywhere from like maybe 4 or 5, even, probably 4 or 5. Maybe even 6. I don't really know because I've not done it. Times. So you times that by 15. Say it takes you 4 times to four Armadas and you get it complete. I don't know what it actually does take, but say it takes 4 for argument's sake. Say it takes 4. There's another hour. So there's 2 hours in the game just to do that one event, as well as your dailies. And then it depends on your domination because there's sometimes the domination is going to hit. Say, using your Stella to go and hit Eclipse. There's another half an hour, maybe even an hour in some cases, because it's taken me sometimes 45 minutes or so. So they'd say another half an hour there. There's 2.5 hours a day just to do that. And then you've got the tickets event, which I know you don't technically have to do, and it's down to your choice, but you can go and hit separatists, you can mine gas. Again, what if you're not mining gas throughout the day? So you mine and say ore, which is what I do. I then have to go and mine gas, which takes another hour, but it doesn't take another hour because then I've got to get 1.1 million, which takes 4 hours because I can only mine 30,000 an hour. So then it takes another 4 to 5 hours just to get the gas needed, which means I need to log on every hour to reset the node. And that's the biggest problem I find with the game is to get everything done in the game, you need to spend probably a minimum maybe of 3 to 4 hours a day just on this game, which to me personally is far too long. And that's why I don't spend that length of time on the game. That for me is just far too long and is a massive waste of time. If I'm honest, I'm going to get that though because I want them. Absolutely pointless. Did not want any of that in there. But hey ho. I wanted to try and get spore drives, but hey ho, whatever. Because I want to try and upgrade this. Where is it? I want to get that upgraded. So trying to get spore drives, but never mind. We won't upgrade it then. You can score on the modded one with uncommons. It's a damage event. That's how I've done. Yeah, but that's the problem. It's a damage event, but and you can do it with the uncommons, but it takes forever. So fundamentally, it takes forever, and you're going to be sitting there for 15 minutes every time you run an armada, and it takes forever to do. So it's still going to take more than 4 probably to do. So like I say, it's still another hour wasted just doing the stupid armadas. You know what I mean? And yeah, it just, like I say, it just takes far too long. You spend far too long in the game. And anywhere between maybe an hour a day, an hour and a half, probably an hour and a half at most a day is sort of my limit, if I'm honest. Anything more than that, starting to take the mickey, I would say personally. But on that sour note, we are going to end the stream there. Hopefully everyone's had at least a decent chat. Yeah, 100%. It takes way too long. So hopefully everyone's enjoyed the stream. Hopefully everyone's had a good, nice chat with me. Hopefully we can pick this up again potentially next week. I'm going to try and do more streams, to be fair. I'm going to try and do at least one stream a week. Hopefully we can do them on a Saturday every week, potentially around about the same time every week. So if you're looking for the future, look around 8 p.m. UK time or GMT. I think we're back on to now. So 8 p.m. GMT. Work it out for your own time zones or Google 8 p.m. GMT and then put your own time zones in. So yeah, we're going to work around that every Saturday, 8 p.m. GMT. We'll be on for an hour, maybe an hour and a half, depending on how I feel. And depends on what events and stuff we've got on as well to run. But yeah, we're going to look into that. But other than that, thanks for joining me, and I'll see you next time. Like I say, hit the like button, helps me massively. If you haven't already as well, subscribe to the channel and grow the community even larger to the grand Star Trek empire that we're forming in the game. Become part of the Alliance/Federation within our game. Other than that, bye for now. See you, Picard. See you, Jamming. And I see you later, Borg. Once again, as always. And hopefully the next video will be coming shortly. Probably, it'll either be tomorrow or Monday, the next video. So I'll see you in that one.